Hey there, everybody. Professor Cloud here with a new episode of Anno 117. In this episode, though, we are going to stop the campaign. I am not enjoying the campaign. I'm not enjoying the way that the campaign is being delivered. That being said, if you all are enjoying the campaign and you would like to see more of it, please let me know in the comments below so that I can keep that campaign going. I still, of course, have the save file and can pick it right back up from where it is. But I really want to explore the building side. I want to explore the islands. I want to explore the different tiers of population. I want to explore what I've always enjoyed about Anno 117 and being forced into combat scenarios, which is exactly what the campaign is doing right now, is not what I enjoy about the game. So I really am going to start with a new sandbox, and we're probably going to start in Latium and then build our environment from there, and then maybe in a future run we start from Albion instead, because of the differences in those environments I think are very, very cool. But I do want to start with a completely new, fresh playthrough of the sandbox, and that's what this episode is going to start with. So let's go ahead and jump in and create our new sandbox environment. So I called it Sandbox. I do apologize. They have changed the name of it in this game to Endless, so we're going to be starting with Endless mode. Now, unfortunately, we haven't unlocked a lot of our stuff yet because of Hall of Fame, whatever that means. Let's see. Ooh, I like the Alderman, because, of course, that's Albion. Yeah, I guess we'll go with him. It's not really who I really want, but I don't have that many options. Et tu Brute is the name of the governor. I actually think that's pretty cool. I like that. Banner. Let's go. Let's go red. No, let's go green. And then let's. Again, I have limited options. Many of them get unlocked because of Hall of Fame, whatever that is. Let's go with something simple like that. Rebirth. I like that. Okay. All right, difficulty. I am going to edit. I'm going to do everything in my power to reduce the amount of combat required. Now, I have no problem with increasing other things. So, full tutorial, we'll leave the tutorial on. Actually, no, we'll only do new features only. I think that works better. Good consumption, low. Settlement costs. Defines the amount of money required to settle another island. A negligible amount has to be paid per island. A medium amount has to be paid per island. Land taxes. Maintenance cost is how much you pay. Oh, the amount of... No, this is different. Okay. I was thinking it was for, like, moving or getting rid of. There it is. Construction cost refund. Finds how much of the original construction cost of the building is refunded upon demolition. Okay, so this I'm going to switch to none. Building relocation is definitely on, but I want to pay a fee for that. Incidents. Defines how frequently incidents like fire, disease. Only rarely. Okay, let's switch that to medium. Incident protection. Defines whether incidents occur in cities when the relevant attribute value is above a threshold. Off. Incidents can always occur but reduce in size and frequency in proportion to better attribute values. Incidents never occur if the relevant attribute has a value over 1,000, or incidents never occur if the relevant attribute value is positive. I actually think I'm going to leave it at off. I think that actually is a realistic way to approach this. City status impact on incidents. Finds the impact on increasing city status as on the attributes. So easy, keeping the attributes positive will be a gentle challenge. You will need to monitor these attributes at all times to avoid it. Yeah, I'm going to leave that at easy. Research speed normal, I think is fine. Trader restocks. I'm going to switch these to... I'm going to leave that at normal. Contract renewal, I'll also leave that at normal. Or I'll switch it to normal instead of frequent. Allow bailouts. Defines how often human players can receive a monetary bailout in the case of bankruptcy. Well, I hope I never hit bankruptcy. Yeah, let's leave it at once. Allow resettling. Okay. And Hall of Fame access. Okay. Game start. So right now we're still in normal difficulty. Starting fleet. Flagship. That's probably either that or none. The problem is then you're randomly choosing. That's not even a word. The game randomly chooses what island you start on. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to none. Starting island is activated. Okay, starting goods, starting capital. All right, the starting capital of 20,000 I'm absolutely going to start with. Defining the starting set of goods. I'm going to go with standard on that. Defines how much starting workforce. I'm going to start with standard on that. Okay, so we hit the advanced level, which is what I wanted. Revealed map is covered. All right, game world. Archipelago, island size. These I'm going to leave. I'm not going to change any of these. Let's see. Oh, this is specific individuals. Who the hell is CISO? It's a rough and battle-hardened leader of a gang of slavers. Oh, yeah. And then Voada. Okay, so these must be like the pirates. You could turn off the pirates, in other words. All right, I'll leave these alone. Apparently, we don't have a choice in the matter when it comes to Emperor. Either that or it's because I haven't unlocked more. Okay, so let's do that. All right, governors. All right, this is who I'm playing against. Based on where we are with difficulty already, I don't think I'm going to change much of this. Okay, so it's devoted to his training regiment and to his friends. Retired but not expired. And Lycia knows half the Empire's secrets and keeps them... Okay, so yeah, I think we can leave this alone. Normals. Okay, so this is all the normals. Aggression is low. Aggression is... Yeah, I think this is the best place to start. Okay. Alright, so we did get advanced difficulty. It is time to select our province. As I said, we're going to start with Latium. I think that's the best place to start. We'll do another run starting in Albion someday.
The senatorial province of Latium was once Empire's beating heart. A beacon of power, decadence, the arrogance of man. Then fiery Ocassus gave voice to the gods' anger, obliterating our mortal follies. In among the ash lay a chance for humility, for change. Yet, we mortals are fickle. Hubris rises in us again, and in a new dawn's light, the question remains. Can we build a better world? Or are our past sins destined to repeat?
Okay. All right, let's set up our timber. Let's get you there. And then roads. And then sawmill. Perfect. All right. So that gets us started. Now we just need some housing. So let's go. Five. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Start by running this at a little bit faster speed. I want to try and get us into the black as quickly as I can. Alright, do we have any ruins on our island that we can potentially take advantage of? It does not look like it. Island's gorgeous, though. I mean, look at the waterfalls. That is really, really nice looking. Beautiful island. Alright, what do we got fertility-wise while that's running? I think we can actually go ahead and do 5 more. Oh, we'll do 4 more. That's fine. And we should go ahead and start looking at fishing. That's going to provide income. Yeah, fertility-wise, what do we got? We got lavender, grape, flax, sturgeon, iron, gold. Alright, let me put one more house there. That way we've got an even 10. Resonance, yep.
What do we do, Gov?
Oh, yeah, pretty standard. So I'm going to buy a
That's
supply.
the way of it, then.
There we go. Keeps the Libertas happy.
Your freedmen won't forget.
Something for your consideration, Eri.
I really wish someone would tell me what area means. Your residents have needs. Okay, so yeah, we already know about all this. Alright, what do we need for porridge? Porridge is where we introduce the oats, right? Okay, let's... And what does oats give us? Population increase? So something's going to go there. I don't know what. Probably... This is going to require...
It's the governor.
Alright, there's that. Road. And then let's put a warehouse. Like that. Okay.
If you could look after this, Eri.
Yep. Alright. So now we need to start thinking about increasing our population so that we can increase our financial inputs. Take a look at everybody. Everybody is good.
Picking me teeth with the bones.
Alright, we need 10 more. Alright, so let's go like that. And we will wrap like this. And I have room for 2 more houses that I can put here. Very nice. Then I can put another row over here, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I forgot. I do this all the time. I build out the farm that I need and then forget about the actual production line. Let's put you right here. Alright, so that'll kick in the porridge. And here we are up here with our island income. Alright, looks like everyone's got what they need. We still... What are we missing? We're still missing 3. Alright, Oh, no. I don't... Can I build a road there? No, I can't. I also have to think about where I want the marketplace to go. That's going to be another problem. Well, not problem per se, but... What do I want to do here? Because I need to make sure that my marketplace covers everybody. I also have to be careful because I've got the lumberer over here, or whatever, woodcutter over here. Oh, there we go. Alright, well then let's figure out where we want the marketplace, because the marketplace is going to increase our income. Alright, so that does cover everybody. And that is going to give us 1 income, 1 per.
This may be of interest.
Each need that you fulfill. Yep. We already know about this. Okay, good. Alright, there's the 3rd. Where is our happiness at? Maybe our happiness is at 0 right now. Okay. All right, I think what I'm going to do then is build a road like that, and then add five more there. It's kind of a weird design, and it's certainly not taking, you know, efficiency into account, but all right, which one? All right, this is pure income. This is income and happiness. We just did happiness. So yeah, let's do tunics next. So we need a hemp farm. Okay. And then spinner. Let's put you right there, I think.
This may be worth your attention.
Many production buildings. Okay, yep. Attribute effects. Already know about all this. Very good. All right, so that's everything to get started.
Even if I only buy as a
We're
character,
maxed out there. We're
I'm
maxed
buying it
out
for me.
there. We're working towards that. And then the next thing is going to be you, which is the sheep farm.
Highest standard on the battlefield? The Eagle standard, if you're lucky.
I think I'm going to put the sheep farm up here. Like that. Well, we're down to negative 96. And they still haven't even started receiving their tunics yet. I've got the wood. I'm going to try and hit a black number as soon as I possibly can. Alright, the Pilius Felter. Put that maybe there. Actually, do we have... Okay, he's just now starting to make spinners. Or clothier for tunics. Let's see. I doubt that we've got enough sheep yet. Only 2. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and start that then. We're down to negative 33.
Oh, I can't wear a
Okay,
toga.
we got the tunics.
You've missed the sight of me bony knees.
And then the Pilius will... The Pilius should get us to 0. Then the question is what are we going to do with tier 2s? Or how am I going to manage tier 2s, I guess I should say. Like, do I want tier 2s to stay down here near the coastline? And then have the farmers up here? I'm not 100% certain right now. Okay, That's what I was worried about. That's exactly what I was worried about. So not everybody's getting hit. Actually, right there. Yeah, they're not getting any of the public services. All right, so we got tunics all the way around the board now. We're not quite getting... The first set of Piliuses are coming out right now, but we are now in the black. We are now in the black, so... And that number's going to go up here in a little bit. Yeah, more than likely what I'm going to have to do is put another marketplace up here. Either that or expand. Because remember, there is the ability to expand the marketplace's range in research. But we haven't unlocked research yet. We can't do that until tier 2. So... yeah, let me let these guys get fully maxed out. By getting their Pilius. And then we'll start to do some upgrades. Because what is an upgrade? That's just the upgrade cost. Don't we get something for it? I thought we did. Maybe not. Alright, let's do 2 upgrades. I'm just going to upgrade these 2.
I think, dear husband, we have found our sacred center.
Plebeians. That was what I couldn't remember. Okay, so now we've got access to our villa. And we've got the plebeians.
It feels like it does you good to eat a sardine.
And then we've got bread and garum. The bread gives us income. The garum gives us income and happiness. The bread gives us population and income. And this is where we are going to have to start using charcoal.
I walked into a local collegia meeting by accident. Wish I'd heard a little more of what they all had to say. Trying to figure out how I want to play this. Let's do that. Trying to fill up my farmers as quickly as I can before I start doing a crap ton of upgrades, because at the moment I don't need to do the upgrades. I want to do the upgrades. But we don't have enough plebeians to do some of the... like, for example, I want to unlock research, but in order to unlock research, I need to have a grammaticus, and in order to have a grammaticus, I need to have 100 plebeians. And we're just not ready for that yet. Really is a shame that there's no there aren't any ruins to take advantage of, but I guess I'm betting they probably do that on purpose in endless mode because it's considered a kickstart. Oh, that was a bird. It looked like something jumped over the wall, but it was a bird flying over. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and do a couple more upgrades. Alright, we've now got a plus 78, so we are in a very nice position. Let's start working on... I think we're going to do garum next. Because garum, we can vary... I think we've got mackerel, don't we? No, sturgeon. We don't have... We don't have a mackerel population. Yeah, we don't have the fertility. Alright, so we can't do garum. We can only do bread. Okay, well, I mean, if that's the case, then that's the case. Alright, let's take the road and go like this. Oh, that's right. I need tiles. I need tiles. This was why I did this exactly right here. So for the tiler, first of all, we need more plebeians. Why do I need more plebeians?
It gives me peace of mind that my husband wears a warm hat.
This says I'm getting +2 per residence, but this is saying I only have +3. Oh, because I just used 3 on the
I try to stay calm.
clay pit.
It's the only way
Yeah,
to get
okay.
things done.
Alright, so let's do 2 more. Okay. And then we can figure out... I need a tiler and I need a charcoal burner. So I think I'm going to do the charcoal burner over here. Okay, that works. And he's within range of the warehouse, so that works out well. Alright, and then I need a tiler, which I need 2 more. Oops, sorry. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, let's do these 2. I think what I'm going to do is put another marketplace right here. And then extend the farmers out this way. It's kind of my thought process at the moment. Alright, where do we want to put the tiler? Oh. Oh, I can't put it there. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to put it over here. Alright, so that'll start creating tiles for us. I'm not going to worry about the villas yet. Yeah, we need 5 tiles for it, and 25 lumber. And then the... Oh, that's the specialist building. Yeah, okay. Alright, the good thing is we're staying in the black this entire time. But yeah, I think I'm going to put another marketplace right here in order to get everyone... No, that's still not wide enough for some reason. Oh, it's because it's already covered. Yeah, they're already covered, that's why. Okay. So, I could... No, this is definitely the best way to do it. I'm not going to do another tavern. Alright, so there's the building of the villa.
I'm not even sure where I want the villa, to be honest.
You need a villa, Ere, essential in demonstrating your control of an island.
I don't know that I agree with that statement, but I'd kind of like it up here. I mean, we've got a mountain slot right here for ore, but if we put it up against the mountainside and then connected it down, I think that might work. And then over time, we could potentially move the plebeians up there near the villa once we've got money. All right, we're getting close to where we can... Yeah, we just need one more tile. Actually, no, we can do it right now. There we go. Okay. So there's our wheat farm. We're then going to need to convert that into flour. We need 2 more tiles for that. We can actually go ahead and do that right now. No, we can't. We need a river slot? Huh. I didn't remember needing a river slot for flour. But okay. We got one right here. You can use this one. Either use this one or this one. Really doesn't matter. Do we need plebeians for this? We do. Okay. Alright, I'm going to start upgrading these guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing I did during the campaign, which is build the villa and then move the plebeians around the villa and then replace the plebeians with farmers or I don't know, what are they called? Libertas.
I await your instruction.
Crowd falls silent as you ascend the rostrum in the public square. You, a living symbol of the eternal city, must now find the words to guide them. Declare the value that will guide your leadership. Alright, faith increases belief by 2, knowledge reduction by 1 for 4 hours. Pursuit of knowledge increases knowledge by 2, belief reduction by 1, again for 4 hours. Emperor favors this decision. Not that I care about that. Honest labor, happiness reduction by 1, fire safety by 1. Reduces upkeep cost, though, by 30%. Again, 4 hours. Again, the Emperor likes that. And then liberty. So, knowledge doesn't really help us until we get Grammaticus. So, unfortunately, I think I'm going to go with honest labor because it's a good starter. And it's temporary.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. So that should increase our overall revenues for these 4 hours. Okay, we need the flour, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and then the bakery. Can't do that there. Guess I'm gonna have to do it here. Actually, let me move you. need some more. I'm just going to go ahead and do all 3 of those. Alright, so this should now get everyone bread. And unfortunately, on this island, we can only get 3. We cannot get 4. So this is going to increase our population of plebeians and increase our income. Now we just got to wait for that to finish. Because presumably... Okay. The bakery is now... Yeah, it's running right now. Good. And there we go. We got our first set of bread. Alright, I have not been looking at... wheat is every minute. Flour is every 30 seconds. Alright, so there's Vigilus for fire safety. And that's every minute, which means I need 2 grain mills. No, I need 2 wheat farms, and I need 2 bakeries for the 1 flour mill, for the 1 grain mill. All right, that's not a problem.
If you're feeling brave, why not take a ship and explore the province? Bounteous new islands await, and others like you, keen to trade.
And then I need another bakery. Okay, they've got their bread. We've got our increase in both in population and revenue. Very good. Let's go ahead and upgrade the 2 of you. Not what I wanted. Vigilus. That's military buildings. City Watch. Vigilus. Here we go. Fire safety. Fire safety, I think I need to put out here first. I think I know. I'll put it right here. And then need to connect it like so. Okay. That didn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. I'm going to have to do another one down here with the population, but still, it's a start. Okay, we need a second bakery. Okay. All right, that will max out our bread production. I have not been looking at any of the others, so let's take a quick look at the others. They're not a problem. That's 1-to-1. That's 1-to-1. Okay, so I could do another Pilius Felter to handle the sheep. But, if I remember correctly, there are other uses of sheep in tier 2, maybe? Specifically down here with either sandals or soap? No. It's got to be tier 3 then. We do have the ability now to unlock the Grammaticus, but before I do anything else,
I am going to build the villa next. And we now have access to all of our military buildings. I don't care. I want to try and avoid using them at all cost. So what I think I'm going to do... I still need 2 more tiles for this, but...
If an island is invaded, your villa will be the main target. I'd say place it far from the coast.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. So I'm thinking putting it here. And then this is the specialist building, which I can put here. Oh no, accommodate specialists in your cities. Never mind, that's right. The specialist building goes actually in the city. Yeah, so what I want to do is get the villa down, and then I'm going to move this entire population of plebeians up here and replace them with more farmers down here. At least that's the thought process. Just want to make sure everybody's able to hit the warehouse like they're supposed to. But it looks like we're good. Alright, we should have enough.
Your first soldiers think they're ready. I dare say the beginning of a mighty legion? Something for your consideration.
Recruitment buildings allow you
to recruit. There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Recruitment units. Each unit class has unique strengths and weaknesses.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Why? I guess because this isn't connected. Yeah, that's not, I'm not a big fan of the way that they've implemented this. Okay. A villa adds to the prestige of your island is easier to defend than a trading post. Alright, what I think I'm going to do first is grab these guys. Apparently, no, I'm not. It won't let me do it. Huh. There's why. This is going to be slow. Because then this will allow me to put the Grammaticus out here. Okay. Alright, now let me start to repopulate
that with farmers. All right, you all are missing. Okay, we need a marketplace. Okay. One of the things I wanted to look at was that specialist building. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Never mind, it's going to take up more room. All right, let's move you. Okay, and let's move you.
It gives me peace of mind that my husband wears a warm hat.
You do not have a tavern. Okay, I may actually move you all again. And place the new tavern here. Okay, there we go. And then more housing. Okay, and then more housing. All in the name of revenue. I love how they want us... They have given us the tutorial to discover 3 islands in the province, yet I have no ability to craft ships that I'm aware of. Yeah, we need 200 plebeians to even get a shipyard yet. So, I feel like the tutorial, unless the tutorial is time-based, if it is, then they think that should be farther along than I am, which I suppose that's definitely a possibility. Okay. What do our plebeians now need?
It feels like it does you good to eat a sardine.
What? Really? Your range will not hit that one building. Well, it is what it is. All right, let's look at the Grammaticus now, because that's going to unlock research for us, I believe. Let's put it... Can't put it there. Can't put it there because it's going to affect the charcoal burner. Yeah, it needs to be in range. I'm going to have to move these houses again. Well, crap. Because what I think I'm going to have to do is move all 4 of you over to here. Okay. And then I'm probably going to have to move you as well. Why can't you be moved? Oh, I was doing upgrade, not move. Yeah. Okay, let's move the marketplace over then to there. We're going to put the Grammaticus... like that. Okay, so that gets that's going to increase our knowledge by 3 across the board. Then it's a question of, do we go with Sanctuary or do we go ahead and wait?
Ere, there are 2 gentlemen here to see you. Unless, that is, I am seeing double. Ere?
The Roman Imperium is keen to support its governors. Funds were put forward to hire you an aide called Julius Lupus. However, there must have been some bureaucratic misunderstanding because there are 2 Julii standing before you, identical twins. Question is, who would make the better aide? Oh, yeah, I remember this. There's Brutus. Brutus claims he can do the work of 10 men, that he even comes with his own oxen. Little good has he to say of his twin Gaius, who he says is always found behind his desk and never lifts a finger. Gaius claims to be a reliable landlord, last year alone leasing 70 insulae or more, half of which will stand. No one is more apt with a ledger, he says, and adds his twin brother's an illiterate brute only a fool would hire. Alright, so Brutus increases workforce by 20%. Gaius increases the income area of effect by 1.5. So I'm going to hire Gaius.
As ever, we shall obey.
Alright, so now we need a specialist building. Okay, so there's our research unlocked.
Research to progress. Research any specific discovery and reap the benefit.
Building limit reached. What do you mean building limit reached?
My business is your business, Buller.
All right, so it increased the income of our
your island
plebeians.
and economy in whichever way you wish.
All right, let's look at our
There are
research
many
options.
discoveries one can research. Economic, civic, military. Choose wisely.
All right, I want to avoid military if I can in this run. That is my goal. I don't know if the game is going to allow me, but I'm going to try. So I want to start with trading post improvements to increase how much we can store. We also want to do depots, so I'm going to do both of these back to back. Then I want to do market forces to affect the range of markets. And we'll stop there. Okay. Okay, so that's done. What are these tutorials? Okay, we've already got one of them running. Good. All right. Okay, so the specialist buildings are only for islands that don't have a villa, in other words. Yeah, that's exactly the situation. Okay. That was not clear in any of the tutorials that they've given us. Do we have the... We still need more plebeians. Okay.
Tavern walls got my name on it. I practiced.
Alright, let's... Oops, that's not what I wanted. And then we're going to move both of you. So my plan is to put a couple more up here. What do you mean it doesn't have a road? Oh, the road's not connected. There you go. Sorry about that. Alright, let's replace those. I hate that I have to keep doing that every time. It's my own fault for starting diagonally, I suppose. All of our Libertas are fine. I don't need to worry about them. I do need to put in a Vigilus down here. Do I have enough to be able... Yes, I do. Alright, yeah, that reduced our fire threshold by half at the end of the day. I'm probably going to have to put another one up here, too, to protect the plebeians. What is next for the plebeians? We could do a sanctuary, which increases happiness and belief. Our happiness is already positive, and I don't want to spend 1,500. We need 200 plebeians to unlock sandals and soap. So that's the next goal, then. That is absolutely the next goal. Alright. Okay. And then let's put in new ones. By the way, this is not what I would recommend for everybody to do, but it's what I'm doing. Alright, that got us to 153, which means we still need another 40. How much does each one of these comes with 2? If one of these increased our population, I would go for it, but like, if Sanctuary did, Garum I still can't unlock because I don't have mackerel. Well, shoot. We're at 155, which means we need 45 more.
which is another 20 buildings. Another 20 buildings? Really? There's got to be a way to get there faster. Pretty sure I can do that.
Time religious belief in your city was shaped to your advantage, Ere.
Oh yeah, they want us to choose a patron god. So Ceres, August Mother of Fields, extends her divine grace to farmers, mothers, and marriages. Devotees of Ceres fervently till soil, bolstered by blessings from her divine helpers. Like any patron god, some patron gods require research to unlock. There's Neptune. He's not going to be of any value on this island. Nor is Mars. Okay, that all needs unlocking. Yeah, so we're going to just go with Ceres.
A simply divine choice. Your people will delight in lighting their lamps.
Each island's patron god contributes to a global score, reach new targets to unlock powerful rewards. Okay. Wow. Oh, that was the milestone. Our revenues are up to 185 now. Net revenues. Okay, so these guys can all be upgraded.
We're both very small fish.
Alright, so I don't need to necessarily move. Hold on a minute. I'm confused. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong numbers, guys. I've been looking at the wrong numbers. The population number is the one that feeds this. So each one of these have 6. It just gives us 2 workers per household for the plebeian workforce. That's what's going on. Okay, so I only need then... one or 2 more buildings. We're at 196. Yeah, so I can get it with these 2 right here that I just put in. Problem right now is, though, is we're going to need Vigilus up here, something fierce, because there is no Vigilus. How much of a range does the Vigilus have? Oh, and we now have Custodia as well, which is for riots. So if we put you there, doesn't quite cover everything. That gives a broader range. 28 buildings. 29 buildings. Nope, I'm wrong. What if I put you here? 32 buildings. Yeah, let's put you there. Well, reduced our fire number down, but not by a ton. Okay, there we go. We've opened up Shipyard, and we've opened up Sandals and Soap. So we need both of them at the end of the day. One of them is going to increase our income. The other one's going to increase our health. So pigs, salt, tannery, Sandals. So that's going to give us income. Soap is pigs again. renderer, along with another charcoal burner, and lavender. So we definitely need both. Our health is in the negative. We do not want that. We now also, though, have access to the shipyard, which will allow us to craft ropes and sails. Sails are sheep. That was the other need for sheep. That was the other need for sheep. So I think that's what we're going to do now. We're going to kick that off, and then I'm going to wrap up the episode. So let's go ahead and set up sail makers. Where do we want to place the sail makers? Probably near the sheep. Okay, yep, there we go. And we should have plenty of sheep. Yeah, we're maxed out, as a matter of fact, because we've been using more sheep than we needed for the tunics, or pileus, whichever one. And then the actual shipyard we will put here, so that as sails are ready to go, so are we.
They said only an ass would dream of asking the governor, and I'm an ass.
There's a new hire at the local taberna who claims he can cook anything, any possible thing. Worried something might be fishy here, and I don't just mean the garum. Sure.
You will? By my trough.
Look for the cook at the tavern. Let me slow things down a little bit because I can't see anything with everyone moving the way that they are.
Fancy things don't grow here.
If I'd known they'd fetch such prices, I'd have sold mine years
Requisition
ago.
the oleum. Huh? What? I'm so confused right now. A mad cook has arrived in your city claiming he can cook anything. The cook asserts that the outrageous claims are true and they really can cook anything. All he needs is the Palace Oleum, which he claims can be found at Lily Bayonne. Okay, which means we can't complete that until we have a ship. Oh, and our freaking shipyard is not connected to the road. It is now. We also have something from...
Getting this empire back on its feet won't be easy. The Legion has a saying. If your attack is going well, you're walking into an ambush.
You stand in the presence of Emperor Gnaeus Firmius Calidus, former legate of the Legion. He nods as he surveys you before breaking out a childish grin, a grin with teeth. How do you wish to respond? A ruling emperor controls all provinces of the empire. The higher your reputation, the greater your privileges. Your reputation is displayed in the diplomacy menu.
My legion should be fighting in the east, on the Pathavan front, not here, with their own people.
Hail him jovially. Okay. All right.
Kissing me cheeks. I like it.
Reputation has increased. I don't know that that necessarily means much, but this is where we're going to wrap up this episode. I think this is a good first start. We got all the way through Tier 1 into Tier 2, pretty much getting close to the end of Tier 2 as well. So moving on quickly,
again, staying away from the military actions as much as I possibly can. But in the next episode, we're absolutely going to start exploring and finding some new islands and seeing if we can find additional fertilities so that we can create other items, such as garum, for example. We're missing mackerel, so we need to find, at the very minimum, we need to find an island that has mackerel fertility. So with that, I hope that you've been enjoying the content. And if you have, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't subscribed, please do that as well, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Talk to you soon.